Hello everyone, haven't we met before? I think we did, back on the starter guide. Now welcome to the intermediate guide, where I show you some tips and tricks and make your DK just perfect. With this guide, we're going to go over three things. The artifact weapon, its ability, and its traits. Perfect AoE damage scenarios, and macros. There's going to be like three macros I'm going to show you how to make your life a little bit easier and a little bit more streamlined. First off, Apocalypse. Your unholy artifact weapon. And, evidently, the name of your weapon, or ability of the weapon. It's a physical damage dealer, set face, no mastery scaling, but pops all the wounds on the target. Upside, summons a member of the army you're dead for 15 seconds for each wound popped. That's fucking awesome. So the main goal for this is your opener I talked about in the last guide, where you would go with your festering strike for max wounds. Soul Reaper, Apocalypse. Get your max haste, got your Brazilian pustules popped, and if you time it right, you could actually get 2 runes back from Apocalypse. I got nerfed next patch, QQ. But still, it's a good thing to have. Good thing to know, and a good thing to remember. And then for the artifact traits. I was pressing the wrong button. I have the weapon almost done, but I can tell you that there's a few traits here that are really great, and a few traits here that are kind of meh. We'll start off with the golden traits, and I'll tell you which ones to get first. Double Doom. Your sudden doom can accumulate 2 charges and occur more frequently. Okay. Shamblers. Summons a large zombie that just goes forward and explodes for AoE damage. Good AoE damage too. Scourge of the Worlds. Death grows a chance to increase your Scourge Strike damage against the target by 30% for 6 seconds. Where did I see this before? It's Necrosis. It's actually a better version of Necrosis, because you don't have to go Death Coil Necrosis, Death Coil Necrosis. You can just go Death Coil, Death Coil, Scourge Strike, Scourge Strike, Scourge Strike, Scourge Strike. Which, I think, is a lot better than Necrosis. Personal opinion, that's it. The way I want you to build your talents is really simple. Go down with Eternal Agony. Go with Scourge of the Unbeliever. Don't grab Shamblers yet. Go grab Army of the Damned. Army of the Damned is a really good ability. Gives your ghouls debuffs to put on the targets. Death increases the damage they take. War reduces the healing they do. Famine reduces the damage they deal to you. And Pestilence is a nice little dot. And actually is a quite hard-hitting dot. And then go with your reduce the damage you take from area effects, and then grab Shamblers. After this, you double back around. You go grab Dark Crusader. Portal to the Underworld makes your ghouls explode after they die. Really good AoE damage. Scourge of the Worlds. Runic Tattoos. I have a gripe with this. It's really good for the actual just maximum increase. I think if they just put it to 30 and have no extra runic power generation, it'll be fine. The fact that it is caps you so many times. Like, I've been capped on runic power in like every fight I've been in. I cap it, I dump it, I cap it again instantly. Increase the damage dealt by Festering Strike. It's really great. Then you go grab this one, which increases damage of Violent Plague. That's really great again. This, however, is not as good. It's increased the maximum effectiveness of anti-magic shield and nice weapon fortitude by 10%. Really great if you want to just, combo it with the talent I spoke of in the last guide. Then you take Sudden Doom. Sudden Doom's kind of subpar. And then you grab Deadliest Coil, and then Gravitational Pull. It's a little slow, so yay. It's really boring in my opinion. This, however, is a really good talent. I would recommend that if you could get artifacts to put points into this only, I would take it 100% of the time. Because you get 20% chance to generate a free rune from Scourge Strike. Oh boy. It's a lot of Scourge Strikes. A lot of Scourge Strikes. It's really great. I've had instances where I have stopped a fight just momentarily. And, excuse me a second. I've had instances where in raids I'd be spamming my Clawing Shadows on a full wound target, and I still have full runes after the fact. And I've also had times where I never procced at all. Well, that's how Unholy is, right? Unholy is sometimes. You just gotta wait for the procs. Actually, with this, it's possible to generate ruins, more ruins than refund a rune, because you can get Pustule procs with the same proc of the Scourge Strike. And after that, you just jump into increased damage, which is fine. And now for the AoE damage I was talking about. Obviously, it's just Death and Decay, right? No, you put Death and Decay down, use Clawing Shadows, everyone in the AoE. No, there's a lot easier way to do that. What you do is you pop your Dark Transformation, and you just spam Death Curl all the time. With this down, you pop, do this, all that, Valiant Plague, Apocalypse, all the things. I have this trinket here that puts this on the ground, and I heal in it. It's really good. And it's shadow damage too, by the way. So it actually scales with your mastery. Yay. I mean, that's also a really good trinket to have for AoE damage and stuff later. And now for the macros. I have 3 macros that I use a lot of, which is Cleave, Cast my Hook, and cast my Pet Stun, which is Smash. I turn all the ones I don't want to pop on all the time. I keep Cleave on, because Cleave is just basically a attack this, attack this. It's basically just a attack 2 macro. And that's about it. The stun, it's a stun. I'm using my Pet Smash, which is a short stun. And Dark Transformation lasts longer, does a bit more damage. And my Pet Hook. I don't know how many times I've actually scared people with 2 pulls. I mean, Death Grip, Hook. To me, that's kind of a niche that Unholies can do. But it's a really, really good niche. Other than that, that's all I use for this. And in the expert guide, I'll teach you a little bit of things you can learn about using a couple things about Unholy Dk. Other than that, I am happy we met before. Hope to see you again soon, and hope you'll remember where I am this time. I'm still working on a good outro.